Hello there everyone, this is I am Mark 3 and welcome back to the giant stompy robot simulator that is Mechwarrior Online. Yes, for today's walk we have a chassis that has not really been seen for some time on my channel. We have the King Crab's smaller sibling, the Crab, or in this case the CRB-27R, which is basically the CRB-27, but it's the Resistance variant, so it classes as a hero mech. Yes, and it's a nice little 50-ton medium, or rather a heavy medium, because medium class only goes up to 55. Indeed, we do. Now, this is a supporting mech in this particular loadout, and it is very cheap. I feel I have not included enough varies there, but I think I might have got the point across. This is, by and large, a cheap but cheerful build. It is not the most advanced, not the most powerful, but it is fairly specialized and should be helpful. So, let's go in there and see what this particular crab is carrying for your amusement today. Right. This crab features an endo-steel chassis and ferro-fibrous armor, the most high-tech pieces of this design. But it has mere standard heatsinks, because, well, fitting reasons actually. Yes. It is powered by a standard 300 engine, going the cheap but reliable route in this particular case, which propels this mech to a rather tasty 97.2 kilometers per hour in its forward velocity. In terms of weaponry, it only has a modest loadout, a triad of ER medium lasers. The distinctive feature here is that it is all mounted down the center line of the mech, and combined with the standard engine, this allows this mech to play zombie without losing any of its limited firepower. Let's be fair, a triad of medium lasers is actually still quite dangerous. The fact this mech can go zombie, which means losing both of its side torsos without losing any of its primary firepower, makes this a very rare loadout indeed, and potentially a highly enduring one, but that depends on how the battles go. Supporting these lasers and the team at large, we have a pair of laser AMS systems, taking advantage of another rare trait of this mech having 2 AMS hardpoints for double the missile annihilating pleasure. Stick close to your larger comrades in this mech. These lasers will pay dividends as they block enemy guided weapon fire. And then finally, to try and keep this mech somewhat under control, we have a total of 8 single heat sinks. 6 split between the side torsos, so they will be lost as the side torsos are lost. However, at the same time as they are lost, the laser AMS systems will also be lost. So that will reduce the heat output of the mech considerably, allowing the remaining 2 heat sinks in the central engine bay to potentially keep the mech operating. Though admittedly, losing the ones in the side torsos will reduce your rate of fire, or you risk overheating. That is just something to be aware of. And that is it. Honestly, it may look like there's a lot of blank space in this mech, but you must pay mind to this. 50 tons out of 50 tons, and 71 out of 78 available slots remaining. So this mech is quite well fitted for what it's got. The only potential upgrade I could offer is if we switched it out for double heat sinks, and then replace some of the heat sinks with an additional pair of ER lasers in the arms, or potentially some other energy weapon system, taking advantage of the increased heat capacity. But I am a completely cheap bugger, pinching the pennies, and I can't afford to try out such an upgrade, considering that the heatsink upgrade is 1.5 million C-bills to install. So, this is what you've got. The cheap, rugged, and reliable version of this loadout. And that more or less describes everything there is to it. So, let's take this mech in and start supporting our comrades and allies as they pound on the enemy. Let us go to match number 1.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome! Welcome to a game of assault mode. Kill the enemy or go for the base, whichever you prefer. And I'm moving out because I want to join our big boys. I want to join the heavies and the assaults, because that is where my laser AMS is most likely to be useful. And also I can just plink at the enemies with my ER meds and say howdy doody. Or something to that equivalent. The map is Tourmaline Desert, I think. Oop, sorry about that, Mr. Catapult. Though admittedly I just broke my own legs doing that. And let's just keep on moving. The enemy has a clear view of me, so I don't want to be quite so exposed. Yes, here we are. I have hooked up with the assault elements. Very well, let us begin. You have a red butt, Mr. Atlas. Yes.
Target acquired.
But if I stick near these, then my lasers should be fairly useful. Now, there is something I forgot to mention in the mech lab. And that is, with such a limited weapons payload, why didn't I go with the laser vomit approach? Well, the purest form of laser vomit, I should probably clarify. Why did I not go for a medium pulse configuration? Because medium pulse, admittedly, it would weigh more, but I would be able to dish out a lot more damage. And that is exactly why, absolutely demonstrated right there. Because the ER mediums have a far better range profile. And I would rather be able to reach out and scratch someone's paint than put on a pretty light show and do nothing to them. Is there anything out over there?
New target
Yes,
acquired.
good. This is why I especially love the ER meds when they came out, and why I've more or less converted to using them above the other beam laser in the category, which is the standard medium, and the pulse version, which I frankly rarely used, and it's been well, when was the last time I used a pulse? Well, excluding, of course, yes, shoot the rock. That is fine. I don't know what the rock did to you guys, but hey, I'm sure it was something dangerous. But yes,
Heat level critical.
why is my heat overloaded? I did not do... Oh, wait, it was the lasers, of course. Of course it is. Yes. Oh. That is potentially concerning. Alright, activate controls.
Heat level critical.
There we go, shut off the lasers. Right, because this is a hot map, I was actually overloading on my on my lasers. Oh, he's a little bit too far away for me to touch. Oh well. So yes, because I'm on a hot map, this mech seems to have some additional heat issues. The only solution to that is more heat sinks. Yes, more cooling for everyone. Potentially, I think the upgrade to... Let's turn my lasers back on, actually. There we go. Yes, I think the solution to this might be more heat sinks and an upgrade to double, because no matter what, this is primarily a laser build anyway, so it's going to have issues. How did I kill that guy? Oh, he must have overloaded himself. So he was also running too hot. I think he overloaded himself, and then I did damage to him very recently, so I actually got credited for the kill. Okay, my lasers are now active again. Just need to be ready to shut it off.
Target acquired.
Mind you, this is actually one of the hotter maps around. The only ones hotter are the volcano maps. So, yes. Something to be aware of, definitely, in this mech. It needs better cooling. Oh, yep, my lasers are firing. Off. Ooh, didn't quite catch them in time. Overheated. I'm spending a lot of time shut down in this mech, aren't I? Off. Yes. I think the trick is to make sure you're ready to just shut off your... Ow. Who's hitting me, darn it? Oh, he is. Right. I'm still alive. Still here. Haha.
New target acquired.
Okay, he's down. Just trick that guy into going to retreat. That Marauder, I think, is going to die really soon, though. He's being engaged by multiple sources.
New target
Yes,
acquired.
I have
Right
to
torso critical
I have to be
damage.
aware of my potential here and choose my targets.
acquired.
Do I want to protect my team? Do I want to...
Critical.
Ow. Do I want to engage the enemy assault lance at close range? No. Ow. Still here, still alive. Ow. Dead. Yeah, unfortunately that madcap kind of caught me out. Still, 1 kill, 3 assists, 153 damage. Not too bad considering my light weapons payload. But the fact that I was using the laser AMS systems was definitely getting in my way. Quite badly.
Target destroyed.
This mech seems to have some heat issues. I think it might be a good idea to go projectile-based anti-missile rather than the heat-based version, at least on a mech like this. I was talking about laser vomit and the medium pulses. Frankly, they just don't have the range that I'm happy with. And I know it took me a long time to get back to that. I got distracted slightly by being shot at and dying. I hope you'll forgive me for that. Honestly, I don't mind though. I feel like I gave some as good as I got, and I was working. Unfortunately, my anti-missiles were working too well, and they kept overloading the mech. So, yes. I'll come back when we reach the end screen, and there will be some other cuts, most likely, I think. So, let's wait and roll on to the next thingamabobby. Because I get the feeling this is going to take a while.
Good game, guys. Thank you very much. It was awesome.
Good game, everyone. And that was hard fought, but in the end, it was a failure. Okay, let's check the stats. Anti-missiles. I destroyed 136 points of inbound damage. That is why I put the cut in here, because with an AMS build, if you just drop out mid-match, you don't get the full stats, because it doesn't tell you how well your AMS was performing until you reach the end of the match. 136, that was definitely a worthy amount of damage prevention going on there. Yes, indeed. However, as noted during the fighting, the heat situation is something of an issue. Yes, indeed. To that end, I will be swapping out 1 laser AMS for 1 projectile-based AMS. And that is as far as the modifications will go. I just thought I would note it here rather than having to wait until I get to the next section. Roll on match number 2.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to match number 2. Notice I am just preemptively selecting my laser AMS in my weapons hotbar, but this should be much better for us because this is a cold map as opposed to a hot one. Now, as I mentioned in the previous cut, I have replaced 1 laser AMS with 1 AMS, which is now situated in the left torso. This laser... Sorry, I started choking between segments as well, so that's why I'm a little bit thrown off. Right, this particular AMS is featured 1 ton of ammunition for 2,000 shots, and they are split half a ton to each leg. Unfortunately, I feel like 1 ton of ammunition is insufficient for a single AMS, but I did not have the spare weight to mount more without making further changes to the mech, and I am frankly very short on time as of the point of recording. So I do not have... Was I just shot by an ally? Oh no, I'm being shot at by an enemy. Okay, never mind. Right, yeah, okay, taking cover. Right. He's sniping at me with, I think, AC-2s, or maybe 5s.
Guys, they're sending a roughneck down the Delta State.
Target acquired.
Just quietly.
Oh, I can actually affect you at this range. Haha.
Watch the left flank. They're gonna try and hit our right flank, sorry.
Yes, and we have accurate intel going on. Very much so.
Yeah,
I think I want to
you can
join
see
the... I want to turn back to the city, actually. Oop, incoming missiles. Okay, I want to hide, rather. I want to join our assault elements just like I did last time. Okay, let's actually get out of here. Being in the open is a very bad idea in this match. But yes, that's why we have the laser AMS still. So even after we've chewed through the ammunition of our existing AMS, protecting our team We still have the laser, which is still fully operational. I just pre-selected it in my toolbar because, well, we saw what happened to them last time, with the mech overloading, shutting down, and generally smoking in an unprofessional, unfavourable way. Yeah, mostly been scratched on my arms and legs, and oh look, incoming missile fire. This is where I want to be to start helping my allies. And there goes my laser. Jolly good. I think that's an enemy one. Yep, I'm pretty sure that's an enemy one.
Don't go down there.
Yes, I was not planning to go down there because of the large number of enemy contacts. I'm just going to keep trying to stop the enemies from bombarding us with missiles, and I'll generally try to help out where I can with my ER systems, like hello, long-range sniper, and I just drive him back a little bit using my ER meds.
Okay, go.
New target acquired.
Oh dear, that stalker is having a lot of trouble.
Target destroyed.
Good,
New
good, good.
target acquired.
That locust is just standing still. I do not know what
can we
he's
do
playing
about
at.
Foxtrot?
Incoming missile. Heat level critical.
Good. Jolly good.
Warning,
Ooh, ouch. Okay, back up, back up, back up, back up.
incoming missile.
And overload. Okay. The ER meds still make me run hot, but I managed to do enough to help. Oh, ow. I am also losing armor really, really quickly. But I am definitely helping out, and I am intercepting lots of incoming fire. That locust is in serious trouble now. He stood still too long, so I actually managed to unload quite a bit of power into him. Unfortunately, they are just too far away for me to try and tag with my lasers. Okay.
They have got way too much arcade fire on the other side.
Target
Yes, they have a lot of long-range projectiles. However, that means they are ammunition-based as well.
5%.
And there's the issue. AMS ammunition is already down to 25%. Lots of incoming missiles. My systems are trying to intercept. Oh dear. And even with the change, there is still insufficient cooling. Oh, it looks like we've got enemy forces engaging with us over there. Is that our assault elements? No, it's our skirmishing elements going on.
Target acquired.
Okay, skirmishing elements.
Target destroyed.
Okay, good. Right.
New target acquired.
It's okay.
Target
It's okay. I was not using that back armor anyway. I do not mind about the friendly fire.
We've got Bravo. We need to take out that rack fire.
Target
Smash it.
acquired.
In all honesty, Fatched, I was not moving. You walked behind me. Which one is the enemy
That's all we
Akak?
do. It's the Jager mech, I think.
Roger that. Yes, that allied roughneck
And
almost
alert
punched through my
bomb
rear
on
armor.
Jag. CC.
Target spotted.
But yeah, I was also honest. I was not moving when he hit me in the back. So,
New target acquired.
right, this is not where I want to be. My legs are shredded. Oh dear. Right. Ow.
Supernova. Juliet.
Target destroyed. New target
That
acquired.
that Jagger mech.
Echo 4.
Oh, he's got an AC-20 as well. No, he's down. Okay, good. Right. Notice that, by the way, that my AMS is out, the projectile-based one. The laser version is still operational. And I am still alive even though I have lost almost all of my armor. That is a sign of a hard-fought match.
Enemy base is being
That got
captured.
pretty intense. Great job, team.
Good game, everyone. And there we go. That went really well. It was hard fought and there was a lot of violence going on. But in the end we managed to pull through. So, no outright kills, but I got 10 assists. I only did 96 damage, but AMS missiles destroyed. 494 points of incoming damage. 22 protected medium. 15 protection proximity. I was definitely pulling my weight despite my lack of firepower relative to my weight class. Oh yes. I think this particular loadout is another success. 2 loadouts this weekend, 2 successes, and 2 I am definitely going to hang on to. Though this one I might upgrade with double heat sinks to try to improve the heat profile, because it still runs a bit too hot for my tastes. But that is not really going to change the rest of the mech, so I'm going to call this one locked. Unfortunately, it is time for work. So, this has been Iron Mark III. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the show, and I will catch you all some other time. Maybe on the Discord, which many people do not know is a thing. Probably, well, to be fair, I have not been advertising it, so yes, but in response to recent comments, I am actually now going to try to actively point it out. There will be a link down in the description below the video where you can join like-minded gamers in this small community, just for a bit of fun, a bit of laughs. And don't worry, it is not too insane. Most of the time, at least. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later.